welcome back to what no one tells you about being chronically ill, because let's be real, it's a lot. I've had a bit of an exhausting week, so this is probably going to be uploaded very late, so I apologise. But thank you to everyone that watched last week's episode. And this week we're kind of just going to talk about just expectations this week, because when you are chronically ill, you're expected to kind of like get on with it. But what I mean about expectations is that when you are diagnosed, like, we're expected to know like what to do and how to manage our health, but that's not true. Like, a lot of people, especially like me included, when I was diagnosed, I didn't really know what to do. I didn't know where to go. I did not know what to do in terms of like managing my day-to-day work, life, nutrition, etc. And you do just kind of get left to your own devices, and it's quite scary really, because obviously you've just been diagnosed with something, maybe that's like a lifelong condition, no cure, and then you kind of just left to your own devices in terms of how to manage it. Like, think about it, like, that is actually wild, right? Because there's no one helping you. And then obviously this is why like loads of people like turn to like social media and stuff, because they don't have any other outlet for education, knowledge and resources and all that kind of stuff. And not only that, it's on you then to educate your family and friends and your workplace, and to try and get people to understand you. Like, that in itself is so difficult to do, and I just really don't think people talk about that enough and people understand that. So like for me, like, when I was diagnosed, I had like a responsibility to kind of like educate people around me. I know I didn't have to do that, but I felt like I had to, because I was like, well, who else is going to? You know, we're not told about these things in school or education. You know, we're not told about anything to do with the menstrual cycle or your periods or how your body is affected generally as a woman. No, so you generally have to start understanding all this yourself, and then like pass that information on to somebody else. Let's say like you're having a surgery, like people might not understand what that surgery is. You might not understand what that surgery is, and if you look at it, you look back to the doctors and you go, it's their responsibility to tell us. But you know, it's one of those things where, like, I remember when I was having my laparoscopy surgery, I couldn't even spell the word. I didn't even know what the surgery was, and I was going in for the surgery. Like, in hindsight, that is really mental. It's crazy. And obviously now I'm waiting on a second surgery. I'm going to be having a robotic excision. I know so much more about it now, but that's because I've done my own research. No one has told me anything about that other than me. Like, I've gone away and I've done my own research. And this is why I say it's so important to do that, because you generally go into situations blind sometimes when you're chronically ill, because you don't have any information. And if it wasn't for these social media platforms that can sometimes be harmful, we wouldn't know like half the information that we actually do know now. And I do just find that really crazy. Like, please let me know whether you agree or whether you've kind of had that similar experience where you've not really been told anything, and then you've had to go to like leave it to your own devices and go and find out all that yourself, because I find that happens like a lot with people I speak to online anyway. But yeah, it's just mad. Like, imagine like just being diagnosed with something, then going, we're discharging you, see you later, and you know, your life's changed. You can't just do the things you normally do. Every aspect of your life has changed. It's just insane. But yeah, let me know what you think, because I find this is a really interesting topic, and I do talk about it a lot in my lives and stuff over on TikTok. So definitely follow me over there, because we do have a lot of these conversations over there. But yeah, like, it's just, I just find chronic illness is just such a weird thing, and I try and get other people to understand it, but sometimes I don't even understand it myself. But yeah, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for next week's episode.